Send Help is now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+.
We're somewhere in the Gulf of Thailand.
Getting us out of here should be your focus. I'm your boss. You work for me.
We're not in the office anymore.
It's bold, relentless, and endlessly rewatchable. Discover why critics give it 93% on Rotten Tomatoes.
You're so fired.
Oh, am I? No help is coming.
Send Help, rated R, now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+.
Mega is an improvised satire from the staff of a fictional megachurch.
We are here, Lord, we are here, and we're ready to podcast.
Hiya, I'm Halle Labont, and this is Mega, coming to you from Twin Hills Community Church, where every single week we're giving our mega church a tiny family feel. And per usual, I'm joined by my co-host. He's the youth pastor for our high school ministry called Climax. Please welcome Gray High.
I feel all right because Christ is so tight. Halle, how are you?
Oh, just so blessed. I am so excited to be here with you today, Gray.
I'm excited to be here with you too, Halle, although I'm coming to you with, I would say, maybe a bit of a sad vibe today.
Oh no, what's wrong?
Well, nothing's wrong. In fact, everything is right, but I'm going to have to say, Halle, this might be goodbye.
Goodbye?
Yeah, this might be goodbye. I might be saying goodbye, Halle.
Oh, no.
And before you jump to conclusions, no, the cancer did not come back. My skin cancer, which was ended up being,
not cancer.
Right. Well, it was. It had the potential to be, but no, Halle. It's still being negotiated, and I'm, I've signed a bunch of NDAs, so I'm not at liberty to discuss all the details yet. But I have been approached, I guess I would say, by a very, very, very important and groundbreaking opportunity to possibly, very likely, become a teaching pastor at Ark Foundation.
Oh,
which is one of the up-and-coming biggest churches in the Michiana region. And it is, what they're doing at Ark Foundation. And if people don't know, it is a church that was built, it's in Hammond, Indiana. They have built a reproduction of the Ark.
Oh, wow.
And it actually sits on the water. It is not seaworthy, but it does sit there right at Hammond. And it is just this amazing looking church that looks like the Ark, feels like the Ark, but when you go in, you're really getting that core foundational teaching that you need when you come to church. And so I'm not at liberty to discuss it, but I have been offered a teaching pastor position at the Ark Foundation. And it is going to be a huge opportunity for me. And so what I'm saying is, Halle, this might be goodbye.
Wow.
And I have brought this to Steve.
What did he say?
Well, I don't think he really realizes yet how huge of an opportunity this is. And I've brought it to Steve and I've said, I just might have to take this. And at first he said, okay. Well, this is all he said. It was okay. And I'm going, that would leave, basically I would need a better offer to have to stay. And and he would say, and he just said, he said, okay. And so I've laid it at the feet of Steve. It's in his ballpark. And so I'm just kind of waiting for the counter offer. But yeah, huge for me, Halle. And I'm just, I'll be so sad to say goodbye, but the package is amazing. They completely retrofitted this old, what used to be a casino, and now it is the Ark Foundation, and it's just awesome.
Wow. Well, I am going to put this on the top of my prayer list. And you know what? I might even try to go in and talk to Steve myself because I think I'm in shock.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm on the verge of tears. I have imagined this day coming, because of course, awesome men of God are going to be recruited, and the big C church, the global church, is in need of awesome people like you.
Yeah,
I mean,
I know.
We've been so lucky to have you teaching our youth for so long, but
I know.
the youth grow up into adults who need
Yep.
good teaching, and I'm sure they want someone who's a relevant teacher like you. So if Steve offered you a teaching pastor position here at Twin Hills, would you stay?
I would, Halle, I don't know. I would have to entertain it. But, I met with the lead pastor at the Ark Foundation, B.J. Brunson, and he's just this totally lit guy. We just bro down. When you bro down so hard with somebody right away, you're finishing each other's sentences. Your faith outlook is completely the same. He wants to be a disruptor. I said, look, bro, I'm a disruptor. That is like the number one thing that I am. And so we just totally bro down. So it was just like very, very sick to get in there with BJ and, have that synergy. It was total synergy, which is a biblical idea anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a fruit of the Spirit, but,
No.
neither is sadness. And you opened up today saying you're sad. So I can tell that, I feel like I'm getting a word from God right now. And the Spirit is moving me to tell you that if you're feeling sad about something, it's not a fruit of the Spirit, because I'm going to go through them real quick. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control.
Yep.
No sadness. I think that means God is putting a word on my heart that means that you should stay here at Twin Hills.
I know it's hard though, because God is putting a word on my heart right now, which is that I probably have to leave.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That is so weird, because I am really feeling the Spirit whispering loudly in my ear and in my soul that this is where you belong.
Well, I think you're sitting next to the aircon vent right there, Halle, and so you're getting that in your ear. But what I'm feeling is, yes, this is a huge opportunity. Yes, BJ and I are totally on the same page, but God right now is just, do you know when you feel that it's not the still small voice? It's almost like a firm hand, right on the back of your head and your neck. Mm-hmm. And it's pushing you.
Like pushing your head down?
Well, it's kind of just pushing you toward that opportunity. And I'm really feeling that with the Ark Foundation.
And BJ. Well, you know what? Do you know what BJ might stand for? BJ? In your mind, you might be here. Like, what could BJ be short for? Just that would come right to the tip of your mind. Like the first thing you think of, if I say, you know what, I'm going to get a BJ. What do you hear? What's the first thing that comes to mind?
I'm
what sounds
nothing.
Good? A BJ.
I'm getting
You know
nothing.
what would make my life better? A BJ.
Halle.
You know what it is? What you're thinking? A better job.
Right. That is exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
A BJ would make me feel better.
That's what I'm thinking.
A BJ would make my life better. A BJ, but this guy BJ, I think you are hearing better job because you hear BJ and your brain just fills it in what that means.
Yeah.
If you've ever blasted synth beats from your boombox or burned CDs for your besties, this one's for you. As people get older, much like their music tastes, their health needs change. AG1 is the simple daily health drink designed to deliver over 75 essential daily nutrients and pre- and probiotics to support energy, digestion, and mood. So you can make the most out of every decade and dance break. Learn more at drinkag1.com.
This episode is brought to you by Fox One. Watch all 104 matches of the FIFA World Cup live in 4K for just $19.99 a month with 3 days free. Build your own multi-view, choose up to 3 streams, and follow player spotlights. Stay on top of every moment with live stats, highlights, and instant replays. The FIFA World Cup, streaming live on Fox One. Offers are subject to change. See fox.com for complete terms and conditions.
That probably means better job. No, I don't think so. I really feel like God is telling me that maybe the evil one is tempting you with BJ.
Well, I just don't think that I'm being, Halle, first off, that's going a bit too far to be tempted by. I'm getting a strong offer from another church.
I know. Think about how Satan took Jesus up and showed him all the kingdoms of the world. I'm not exactly sure how he did that, but these are mythical. Oh my gosh, they're not mythical beings. They're very real beings. I almost wanted to say, I should say majestic beings.
Right.
So
what did you even
Satan
mean there,
had
Halle?
some kind of magical way, not magic, but in some way, Satan was able to show Jesus all the kingdoms of the whole entire world. And you know what that probably felt like? A BJ. It probably felt like this is a better job than what I currently have, which is going to be carrying my own cross to my own crucifixion. You know what beats carrying a cross and getting capital punishment? BJs.
Yeah,
And
I don't think we need to put it in those terms, Halle. I think, and this happened when BJ took me up on what is considered kind of the poop deck of the church. We could see all of...
it's the what?
He called it the poop deck. I don't know why he called it that, except for that is where all the bathrooms are. But, you come out of that main auditorium in the Ark, at the Ark Foundation, and come up to that upper deck. And BJ said, "Let me show you something, bro." And he said, "Get on my shoulders." And I was like, "Do you think you can hold me?" He said, "Totally." And then I look at this guy, I'm like, "Yeah, he definitely can." I climbed onto his shoulders and he said, "What can you see from up there?" And I said, "Well, I can kind of see Gary." But then he said, "Actually stand on my shoulders." So then I stood on his shoulders.
Yowza.
And from there, you could see, Halle, all of the whole lakefront going all the way to Chicago, across the lake and down. And he goes, "Bro, this is where you need to be." And I just thought that was awesome that, first, that there would be a lead pastor that could put me on his shoulders. And two, that he would take me up there to really give me the whole view. And he goes, "Everywhere you can see right now, there is someone who needs Christ."
Well, yeah.
And how are you going to bring that vibe to this place, And then it got really windy and we had to get down.
And you got down safely?
Barely. Yeah. I actually, at one point there's a bunch of Christian nautical flags and I had to kind of swing off of one of the ropes just to get off his shoulders because we were kind of doing that thing. Sometimes when you're on someone's shoulders, it gets really windy and you're going, whoa, whoa, that
sure,
kind of,
yeah.
that kind of started to happen. And I had to, I had to get off.
Well, speaking of being up so high you can see Chicago, that reminds me that the Chicago Bears are, moving to Indiana, and my husband, Lance Labont, is beside himself.
Why?
And because, they're the Chicago Bears. They play in Soldier Stadium. These are traditions, just like, church or communion or family devotion.
Well, are they going to be called the Indiana Bears?
I don't know what exactly they're going to be called, but my husband is so upset by the idea of the Bears moving, and I'm so upset by the idea of you moving that it really does, I am hearing a still small voice that says, "Don't worry, Halle, God's got it under control."
Yeah.
And
And who's that voice, do you think?
No, I'm hearing clearly from God.
But is God speaking of himself in the third person in that regard?
Oh, okay. So
you're hearing someone say, "Don't worry, God's got it in control"?
Yeah, so it must be the Holy Spirit.
Okay. Well, yeah, I really am feeling, I'm just really feeling like this is going to be the best BJ since, I don't know, my birthday.
Wait, Steve is messaging your phone.
Oh, wait, let's see here.
What does it say?
It says, it's just this is Yeah.
It says, who is this?
No, it doesn't say who is this.
The message says, who is this?
Oh, it says who is this? Who is this? Who is this? Who is this?
Who is this? Who is this?
And then I think he's probably going to text me a picture of someone or a teen.
That's great.
A lot of times he'll be like, "Who is this?" And he'll ask me, and he'll be So probably
it's like a quiz is incoming.
Yeah, and I've not been able to get photos on recently because I switched to freaking Mint Mobile. It stinks. But I like Ryan Reynolds and kind of what his movies and what he stands for. So I just, it's had, he just seems like he would be, I feel like Ryan Reynolds, if there was anybody that was going to play me in a movie right now, it would probably be him.
I can see that.
Yeah, or, probably Tom Cruise, but, young Tom Cruise.
I think Ryan Reynolds would make a great Jesus, if I'm honest, because, picture him with some long, shoulder length, clavicle length, layered hair with some blonde highlights. If you picture him with long brown layered hair and highlights, he would make an awesome Jesus.
I don't know why no one has made a hilarious and fun movie about a very cool youth pastor. I just think that would be such a sick movie because we need characters that people can root for that are like real people doing real cool stuff. And it's just crazy to me that Hollywood or Soulflix hasn't done that yet.
I feel like there is an awesome rise in crowdfunded Christian filmmaking.
Oh, it's awesome.
That is awesome. And you know what? There hasn't been a great youth pastor movie that is at the caliber of like a Forrest Gump. But if Forrest Gump, who doesn't have many wits, can be that big of a movie, then a youth pastor movie would be so much bigger.
Well, I don't think you need to compare Forrest Gump to the youth pastor movie, Halle. I'm thinking more it's like...
a youth pastor is smarter than Forrest Gump.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought you were saying, if Forrest Gump can do that, why couldn't a youth pastor movie do that? I'm saying, it would probably be kind of an action comedy, in my opinion.
It actually
that would be
absolutely
maybe like terrorists attack the church or something, and he's got to, put them all away while also leading teens to Christ. And I think that would just be so fun, so fun. So anyway, Halle, that all of this is to say, I'm just still not sure who Steve wants me to.
What picture did he send through?
It
still just says, who is this?
It's the 3 dots. It just Mint Mobile. I don't know.
I don't see 3 dots.
I'm just saying the 3. Would you stop looking at my Halle? I have people text me confidential stuff on here and one of these things, and like I said, I've signed an NDA. I cannot talk about this job anymore to you, but Steve knows the details. He knows that there is a huge offer out there for me, and it's the ball is in his court. So hate to put his feet to the fire, as it were.
Well, I'm going to have a conversation with him because I'm going to be in a leadership meeting this week. And I really do feel like if he knew we were in danger of losing the likes of you. We get such good yearly raises. We've been working here year in and year out. And every year we make so much more incrementally.
It's not about the money, Halle. You know what I mean? It's really not about the money.
It's about the ministry.
It's about the ministry. And it's about just putting me in a lane where I can absolutely do the type of sick disruption that I've done in Climax and that I've got to take to another level. And that's what Arc Disrupt is all about.
Well, all I can say is, just could you please give me June where I don't have to worry about this?
Yeah, I'll give you.
Because June is too much for me to handle. June is named after one of the 7 deadlies. It's named Pride Month, which is so bad.
Oh,
Pride comes before a what? A fall. And here we are expected to be celebrating Pride. One of my daughters was telling me that nobody's trying to recruit your straight kids, Mom. They're just trying to save your gay ones. And I said, excuse me.
Which daughter?
The the one who has moved from Carhartt to Stussy. Do you know about Stussy? Stussy?
I've heard about this brand. I guess it's back, and I guess it's code. It's teen code because, you know, Stussy, Stussy, they're all going, I like Stussy because I like to eat, you know.
What?
I don't want to say
I like Stussy because I like to eat.
I just think about the letters, Halle.
I like to eat. I like Stussy because I like to eat.
Just don't even worry about it, Halle. I'm just saying that is code among these teens who are all going, you know, we're all pansexual elves or whatever now. And I just...
Does it rhyme with Stussy?
Yes.
Is it Pussy?
Halle, don't say it. I'm asking you not to say it.
That word, like a pussycat.
Right.
That's
you
how
don't need to say it.
That's how I mean it. How do you mean it?
That's what I mean, Halle. I'm saying that's why they're saying it, because I know what the teens are up to, and they wear Stussy because they say, I like Stussy and I like to eat, and I don't want to say it on the podcast because they're, this is a Christian podcast.
I like Stussy because I want to eat pussy.
Stop saying it. I don't.
But then why would a girl wear it? So are boys wearing it?
No, only ladies wear it.
Then that doesn't even make sense. Because that's something, I think that is something that only like perverts do. Guys, perverts. I mean, eat.
We need to move on from this.
Perverts eat pussy.
Don't say it anymore, Halle. You don't need to say it. Just stop saying it. I'm saying, if you think about it, it's...
Adobe Firefly is the all-in-one creative studio with AI-powered image and video editing for today's creative process. Built for creators of every kind, Firefly helps you generate, edit, and experiment fast. Because the asks aren't getting smaller, the budgets aren't getting bigger, and the timelines, still tight. With all the best creative AI models in one place, Firefly brings your ideas to life. Unlock a better way to make with Adobe Firefly.
Starting a business can seem like a daunting task, unless you have a partner like Shopify. They have the tools you need to start and grow your business. From designing a website to marketing to selling and beyond, Shopify can help with everything you need. There's a reason millions of companies like Mattel, Heinz, and Allbirds continue to trust and use them. With Shopify on your side, turn your big business idea into... Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/special offer.
Pride Month, or what, the secular world is saying Pride Month, which is a whole thing now.
I know, they've stolen a month.
They took a whole month, and they're going to take more if we don't stop them. And I'm going, what's there to even be proud about? But these ladies are going, I wear Stussy because I like to eat, and then they, say it. And I'm just saying, if you connect the dots, it's Pride Month, okay? That's what's going on there.
I know. And we just have to get through this month under an umbrella of grace where we have to keep our indoctrinated kids from becoming indoctrinated to the wrong doctrine. Indoctrination is bad. And we have gotten our kids, chock full of the right doctrine. And then here come these Pride Month people who are trying to indoctrinate our kids. And indoctrination is
wrong.
Bad.
It's wrong.
And so, anyway, my daughter who likes to wear Stussy is trying to explain it to me that Pride is not trying to recruit straight people. They're trying to save the lives of the vulnerable. Because
then why would you have a parade?
Exactly. A parade never saved nobody's life. A parade just helps you collect some hot starburst, and usually only the yellow ones,
What do you mean?
Because that's all the reason I go to a parade is because a lot of times different floats are throwing out candy.
Oh, well.
But I got hit in the face with a hot yellow starburst, and I've never forgotten it. And that's the worst color.
Halle, sometimes it's amazing to me, that you would connect that with a parade. But I have seen these parades. And one time I accidentally made a mistake. I'm not sure if I've mentioned it before, but my friend Clay Mason Bannerman and I were trying to fly up to Providence, Rhode Island. And we mistakenly booked tickets to Provincetown, Massachusetts. I don't like New England as it is. And we were flying in on June 1st, and it was just unbelievable.
What was it? Was it just crammed with tourists and people trying to, get lobster rolls and crab cakes or what?
It was as if they stuck a bunch of glitter and Vaseline in every fire hydrant and blasted it all over the city and had a bunch of people in various states of undress. And this is my first experience where I was going, this is what they're proud of? No.
Undress?
Speaking of getting hit in the head, I was hit in the head with a large box of condoms.
What? Oh my, it grieves the heart of God. Oh, it grieves the heart of God.
And
you got hit by a flying prophylactic?
No, an actual crate of them. They were throwing crates of them off the back of a giant open-top limousine. We were so confused because I was just trying to get back to the airport. I got hit in the head by a crate. We later discovered what was in it.
You could have lost an eye.
Oh, yeah. I lost more than that,
Get
Halle.
your eye taken out by a flying prophylactic.
It was so disgusting that we were on our way. We got out of there as soon as we could, which happened to be, we couldn't get a flight. It was 3 days later.
And there were women in various states of undress?
Not just women, Halle. In fact, I would say I didn't ever see a lady there. I mean, maybe I saw one, but, speaking of bowl cuts, I really couldn't tell.
Wait, men were in various states of undress?
I don't want to talk about, Halle, today is not
Men don't undress.
Halle, there are days when sometimes I feel like you stay in a state of unknowing because you're afraid of how bad things have gotten out there. And I'm just telling you, it was bad. No one had clothes on. I got hit in the head by a box of condoms. And then we were stuck there for 3 days.
Wait, you're trying to tell me, this is what doesn't compute. Because here we go. I've been watching TVs and movies my whole life.
Okay.
I've had to avert my eyes or drag my kids out of the theater hundreds of times for, women being shown topless, bottomless, stripping. I mean, speaking of various shades of undress.
Right.
It's
just typical stuff.
Yeah, but I've never in my entire life seen a movie where you see anything of a man. I mean, men are allowed to have their shirts off. They don't have glands on their front that cause people to stumble in the flesh. So men undressing, I mean, who's going to look at that? Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see a naked man.
That's what I kept saying as I was walking around P-Town going, nobody wants to see this. Nobody wants to see this. Excuse me, how do I get back to the airport? I need to find an Uber.
I don't know what's going on in New England, but speaking of ministry and people who need Jesus, boy, do they need Jesus up there in New England.
Do. Oh, speaking of Uber, they were calling it Luba.
What is that?
I don't know.
Luber?
I have no idea.
Luber.
Yeah. So that, I know, and isn't it sick that we have to have this whole month of this stuff going on, and it's confusing. No one really knows what it's all about. What do they want? Why do they want it? And why are they trying to recruit everyone to be on the team? And I think it overshadows the most important thing, which is it's our country's, well, and when I say our, my adopted country, it's our 250th anniversary of this awesome, free, sick, lit democracy that is only getting better and better. And yet we have to have this whole thing going on. I mean, it even happens in Indianapolis. And I'm going, guys, I just don't even know why we do it around here.
You know what, Gray? I think you can call this your country, because you're from Australia. You're not an immigrant.
No, I'm not.
Immigrants are from the countries that we send everyone back from.
Exactly.
Which is not Australia.
No. And remember, Halle, I have a very specific visa, which, because I did several very highly skilled modules for youth pastorship, there's basically no one in the United States who can do my job at the level that I do it. This is what, this is also what ARC the Foundation noticed.
Knows to be true about you.
And this is what BJ said he wanted. So.
Well, I hate to say it, but I don't want BJ. I don't trust a BJ. I really feel, I'm feeling it again. The Holy Spirit is moving me to tell you that you don't need a BJ. You have a HJ right now.
What's that?
A heavenly job.
Oh, okay.
You don't need a better job. It doesn't get better than heaven. It doesn't get better than heaven.
Well, let's see what Steve comes back with.
Well, what picture did he send? Because I can help you solve the quiz.
This is weird. He just sent a picture of my headshot off of the website, but he sent it to me. Maybe he's saying like, who is this?
Yeah, it's so hard.
I think what he's saying is, who could take over for this? Who could this be?
Yep.
Nobody
Yep.
is what he's saying.
Yeah.
All right, folks, that's the episode. Many thanks to our Supercast members for those great suggestions. Hey, speaking of Supercast, it's a great time to join. There's a free trial, and that is the best way to make sure that Mega keeps going.
If you'd like to listen ad-free, if you would like behind-the-scenes podcasts, and if you would like Discord access and much, much more, go to mega.supercast.com and become a supporter today. That's mega.supercast.com.
And really, it is the way we keep going, so please consider a Supercast membership. A very special thanks to our founding members. That's Bobby and Betty, Nana and T-Pop, Adrian O, Kristen A, and Anonymous. You know who you are. Thanks.
And as always, I'm Holly Laurent playing Halle Labont, and that over there, that's Greg Hess playing Gray Haas.
See you next time.
Spotify, it's Jay Shetty. Are you one of those media strategy people? Scrolling through spreadsheets, searching for an audience that pays twice as much attention to your ads than they do on social? Let me introduce you to Fans. And they're here with me on Spotify. Trust me, I know Fans. They don't skip, they stay for hours. They don't move on, they manifest. They're not a demographic group, they're fans.
Spotify advertising. You're among fans.
Starting a business can seem like a daunting task, unless you have a partner like Shopify. They have the tools you need to start and grow your business. From designing a website to marketing to selling and beyond, Shopify can help with everything you need. There's a reason millions of companies like Mattel, Heinz, and Allbirds continue to trust and use them. With Shopify on your side, turn your big business idea into... Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/special offer.